Pictures Studios. This is Jeopardy!
Put on your thinking caps, folks, because it's time for another game of Jeopardy! All right, let's get to the first round category.
Novelists, playwrights. The Bible. Classic television. Women's novelists. Take the L, E-L in quotation marks. Famous first. Let's begin, player one. Answer? Clearly done. Player one, please make your wager.
The Ballad of Jed Clampett was the theme to this sitcom.
Player one.
That's it exactly. All right, pick again.
Its opening asked, can two divorced men share an apartment without driving each other crazy?
Player one.
To be sure. You're in first place all by yourself. All right, pick again.
On this British import, Honor Blackman preceded Diana Rigg in playing Patrick McNee's partner.
Player three.
That's it exactly. That takes you into second place.
Player three, you choose.
According to Matthew, Mark, and Luke, this Baptist was imprisoned before Jesus began his ministry.
Anybody?
What will it be, player three?
This Israeli airline was founded in 1948.
Player three, what'll it be?
This author of The Fountainhead graduated from the University of Petrograd in 1924.
Anybody? Player three?
She based her 1945 play Appointment with Death on her mystery novel of the same name.
Player two?
Yes, indeed.
What'll it be, player two?
This in Cold Blood author's 1952 play The Grass Harp concerns a woman who lives in a tree.
Player two? That's correct.
All right, pick again.
Joyce Carol Oates took a sabbatical from this New Jersey university to work on her play, The Gulf War.
Player 2.
Correct.
All right, pick again.
This firing line host adapted his own espionage novel, Stained Glass, as a play. It premiered in 1989.
Player 2. Exactly. All right, pick again.
Sheppy is a play about a barber who wins the sweepstakes by this author of The Razor's Edge.
Player 2.
No. Too bad.
Player 3.
Why, yes.
Player 3.
Conducted in 1790, the first of these in the USA showed a population of 3.9 million.
Player 2. To be sure. Player 2, your turn.
The first drive-in movie theater opened in Camden in this state in 1933.
Anybody?
Here is the correct response. All right, contestant 2.
In 1954, Roger Bannister became the first person to run this far in under 4 minutes.
Player 2. Good guess, but no. There's a lot of game left, so hang in there.
Player 3.
Yes. Your choice, player 3.
She was the first English child born in America.
Player 2. You are correct.
What'll it be, player 2?
Considered the first victim of the Cold War, a right-wing society is named for him.
Player 3.
That's it exactly.
Player 3?
For 7 years, Clint Eastwood kept them doggies rollin' on this Western.
Player 3. Yes, indeed.
All right, pick again.
Mid-1960s science fiction series in which you would hear the robot exclaim, "Warning, warning."
Player 2. You are correct.
Player 2, you choose.
Elizabeth Spencer set her novel The Light in the Piazza in this country where she had lived in the 1950s.
Player 2.
Correct.
All right, pick again.
This Gigi novelist wrote Sherry in 1920 and The Last of Sherry in 1926.
Player 2. Good guess, but that's incorrect, unfortunately. Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
Doral Coate Mill, in her book The Mill on the Floss, resembles Arbory Estate, where she played as a child.
Player 2.
You are correct.
All right, pick again.
Ann Tyler is often compared to this female novelist from Mississippi, her favorite writer.
Player 3. To be sure. It's your turn, player.
His mother used pitch to waterproof the basket in which she set him upon the Nile.
Player 2. Correct.
Player 2, you choose.
His first converts in Corinth were Stephanus and his household.
Player 3.
Right you are.
It's your turn, player.
This name for the site of the final cosmic battle appears only in Revelation chapter 16, verse 16.
Player 3.
That's correct.
All right, pick again.
The 8th book of the Old Testament is named for this loyal Moabite widow.
Player 1. That's it, exactly. It's your turn, player 1.
This country's currency is the colon.
Player 3. Wrong.
Player 1, you choose.
Legendary South American Indian chief who periodically covered himself in gold dust.
Player 3.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Player 1.
Current weather event off the coast of Peru.
Player 1.
Why, yes.
And to finish the board,
It's the West Texas town Marty Robbins made famous in song.
Player 1. That's it, exactly. That takes you into second place.
All right, that's the end of the Jeopardy round.
Let's look at the total scores so far.
Okay, let's get on to the double Jeopardy round. Let's see if you like these categories in the double Jeopardy round.
the 5th, Saints, Musicals, Wise Guys, Y in quotation marks, the 1820s, Birds,
Player 2, you go first.
Benjamin Franklin called this national symbol a bird of bad moral character.
Player 2. Exactly. All right, pick again.
The males of this familiar redbird have a black mask around their eyes and bill.
Player one. No, I'm sorry.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
Sailors refer to these large wandering seabirds as goonies.
Player one.
No, that's incorrect.
Anybody?
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
In 1992, this Russian leader addressed a joint session of our Congress.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
The mallard is one of the most widespread wild species of this bird.
Player one.
Yes. Okay, contestant one.
A bird's feathers grow out of pits called these.
Okay, contestant one.
This French emperor died in exile on St. Helena, May 5, 1821.
Player two. Yes, indeed.
Player two, it's your turn.
It ended December 5, 1933, after Utah ratified the 21st Amendment.
Player two. Why, yes.
All right, pick again.
Having served a total of 8 years, 7 months, and 25 days, he resigned as British Prime Minister on April 5, 1955.
Player two.
Yes. All right, pick again.
Since the 4th was a Sunday, this 5th president was sworn in for his second term, March 5, 1821.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
He was in custody November 5, 1605, after preparing to blow up the British Parliament.
Player two. Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
All right, pick again.
In 1825, John Nash turned a London house into this palace and current royal residence.
Player one. Good guess, but that's wrong. Anybody?
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again. The answer is a video daily double. Player 2, your wager, please.
10 days after she joined the French army, it routed the English force besieging Orleans.
Take a look at your monitor.
Player 2?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong. Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
Jonathan Larson, who wrote this 1996 Pulitzer Prize-winning musical, died before its opening night.
Anyone?
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
Following his donation to the collegiate school in New Haven in 1718, the school was renamed for him.
Player 2?
Good guess, but no.
Anyone?
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
When Hans Christian Ørsted announced he had isolated this metal, people may have told him to can it.
Player 1?
That's it exactly.
It's your turn, Player 1.
This Irish poet and playwright helped found what's now known as the Abbey Theatre.
Player 2?
That's correct. Player 2, you choose. Answer, daily double. Player 2, your wager, please.
During World War I, this soldier of the 328th Infantry, 82nd Division, captured a German machine gun battalion.
Player 2? Good guess, but no.
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
This New Age performer, who recorded live at the Acropolis, was once on the Greek national swimming team.
Player 2? Yes, indeed.
All right, pick again.
In 1093, St. Anselm was named Archbishop of this by a gravely ill William II of England.
Anybody?
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
Part of this musical, based on a Victor Hugo novel, takes place in the Paris sewers.
All right, pick again.
In 1829, Romania broke away from this empire.
Player 1?
Why, yes.
Okay, contestant 1.
Like Saint Stephen I, Saint Ladislas I was king of this country.
Here is the correct response.
Player 1, your turn.
This patron saint of children was Bishop of Myra, Lycia.
Player 2.
That's correct.
Player 2, you choose.
Saint Barbara was martyred by her own father, who was then struck and killed by this.
Player 2.
That's right.
All right, pick again.
This 1960 musical was adapted from the T.H. White novel The Once and Future King.
Anybody?
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
After voting to separate from Massachusetts, it became a state in 1820 under the Missouri Compromise.
Anybody?
Here is the correct response. All right, pick again.
Hooray for this actress who took over Nathan Lane's role as Pseudolus in A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Forum.
Player 3.
That's it.
All right, player 3.
Harold Prince told the L.A. Times this play, based on an Edna Ferber novel, has the best score ever written.
Player 2. Good guess, but no.
And to finish the board,
Antonio José de Sucre became the first president of this new country in 1826.
Player 2. That's right.
All right, that brings us to the end of the double Jeopardy.
Let's take a look at the scores.
Here's the category for Final Jeopardy.
transportation.
Player 1, please make your wager. Player 2, your wager, please. Player 3, could we have your wager, please? All right, here's the answer. Good luck.
Let's see how everyone did.
Thanks, Johnny. Player 1, let's take a look at your question. Oh, sorry, that's incorrect. Let's see how much it cost. Oh, I guess it's just not your day. Player 2, your question. Oh, sorry, that's incorrect. How much did it cost? Player 3, your question? No, I'm sorry. What's that going to cost you? Sometimes you get a tough one. Here is the correct response.
Congratulations, Player 2. You're the Jeopardy champion.
Thanks for playing Jeopardy!